Hi guys, what's up? Welcome into the video, and in today's video we're gonna be doing a new episode of Can You Shoot Through It map border. First things first, before we test anything, I'm gonna tell you on two little tricks or secrets. You may have known about these sometime, but a lot of you I suspect don't. The first thing is, do you see these micro headphones speakers there? If you shoot them, the speaker man, the man who just repeats that you have to get your passport, blah blah blah, all that bullshit that you usually hear on border, can go away simply by shooting these speakers a few times. And you see this little hole right here? You may suspect that you cannot throw anything through it, but you are mistaken. First, you can throw a drone through it easily, as you can tell right there, and you can actually put a drone up here. Some of you might have known about this in a pro league. I think I saw one of the players use it, but it's actually been there, like, I think when they introduced this map, because I think maybe 2 or 3 months ago I got in a kill using this hole right here, because sometimes the objective spawns here. I think it's either hostage or secure area, one of the two usually spawns here. So putting in a drone up here is super advantageous in your case, because you basically have an eye over everything, and few people actually look up at this spot if they don't know about it. The second is you can actually throw a grenade through it. As you can tell, like, my grenade passes through it, but if you want the grenade to land, all you have to do is, as you can tell, my grenade landed down there basically, and it's basically landed down here. So these are two cool tips about border, and we're gonna test the map in a second. We're gonna start from the front doorway or the exit hallway on the first floor. The first thing that you notice is a small hallway, basically nothing to hide behind except this little bag. You can actually shoot through this bag. As you can tell right here. So if you want, you can basically hold an angle like this, giving you some view of your enemies. You can basically see their feet, and it's a hard angle for them to spot you, and you can shoot them through this bag right here. So it's a cool point. The cool thing about this room is you see these blue containers right here. You can totally shoot through them, as you can tell right there. Even this wooden box right here, you can shoot through it 100%. But keep in mind, like, when your bullet passes through an object like this or this, it may lose up to 50% of its power. So if you're doing 40 damage within a certain range, now you're gonna do 20. The good thing about penetration in this game, it does not really matter. Even if the bullet have 1 HP left, meaning it does 1 HP of damage, as long as you put that bullet into the head, he's dead. So it may be a cool way to get headshots, but I would not rely on body shots to take down my enemy, especially behind barricade. Now, a cool thing is about this little spot right here. Do you see this little part right here, this little square that is defined by this, like this cardboard, and here with this white tape or string here? It's basically this little square. You can actually shoot through it. As you can tell, some bullet passes. So if someone is passed through this window and you are a defender hiding, let's say here, you got a call out, you heard the barricade being destroyed, you heard someone swinging in, or basically just entering this window, you can actually shoot through it with relative safety, and you can actually get a headshot, an easy headshot on them this way. So this is a very, like, it's a nice spot to be in. Keep in mind, not all of this passes bullet. I think it's just this little spot right here, and sometimes this part right here. But basically, when you see a black bullet wound or bullet destruction type like this, you can actually shoot through it. Now moving on to another room. Okay, what I'm going to mention here is basically and like it's known by almost every Siege player, but sometimes I counter players, like if I tag someone like here, or maybe he's hiding there on the desk, and I say like shoot through the wall, like he replies basically, oh, you can't shoot through it because you can't reinforce it. Some players actually think that just because you can't reinforce a wall, it means that it's non-shootable through. Well, in this case they are mistaken, because yeah, you can't reinforce it and you can't vault through it, but you can like cleanly shoot through it. As you can tell, it's totally destructible, and I'm gonna demonstrate here. The screen is intact. As you can tell, it got destroyed. And this goes for any type of wall that has the same texture, color, basically everything. So you might see this wall upstairs, I think, in 2 separate locations, and I will go through them easily. And now moving on to another location. Okay guys, before we leave this area, I'm gonna tell you 2 little tricks about the specific area. Do you see this speaker right there? If you shoot it, the person that says, oh, this bullshit on border basically, or this gibberish, is no longer there, which is a good thing. And this little spot right here, do you see this opening right here? Sometimes, not always, sometimes a bandit will love to hold this specific area, reinforce the wall, and do the bandit trick. It does not always work, but it's a way to slow down the enemy and force them to take another route to the objective. So if you want, you can actually throw a grenade through this opening right here. Let me yep. So you can do it from the outside as well. I have tested it, and it works very well. It can throw basically anything. You can even throw a C4 through it, but you have to like your aim have to be on point. So this is a cool thing to know about this specific area right here, which I think is called first floor detention. Yep. So let's move on to another spot. So we are here at first floor workshop. The only parts that you can shoot through it, as far as the result that I got while testing this part of the map, is this wooden I think tables here, and sometimes people like to hide here, and if you know that they are there, instead of waiting for them to peek, you can basically just shoot through this wooden part right here. Again, for this I think it's some type of a cabinet or whatever, you can't really shoot through it, so this is a very safe spot to hold an angle on your enemies. The cool thing about all these like furniture, workshop, wood, everything here is, do you see these 3 containers here? This barrel, this paint jugs, and I think this is a trash can of something, I don't know. And you can actually shoot through them. Keep in mind the bullet will not have the same damage as many other, but if you are an attacker or a defender, let's say you're an attacker and you know that there is someone there, and if you are a defender holding this spot and you know that someone is basically there, you can actually shoot through it. So this is again very nice for you to know it, because you might be like camping here or holding this angle here, thinking, oh, I'm safe, I'm just gonna wait to peek him and kill him, and he knows that you can shoot through, he can shoot through it and basically kills you. So it's a cool thing to know about. So guys, there's a little part right here. You can't really shoot through any of the furniture except this upper part right here, as you're about to see. You can shoot through it like this upper part right here, from this point to this point basically. You can shoot through it with ease. By the way, this is what making the sound. So if someone is hiding here, you can get him easily. As you can tell, it's totally destructible. And this is floating. Okay, moving on to the next spot. Okay guys, we have on this spot second floor armory lockers, or a lot of you just call it armory or lockers. This little part right here, which is this like barbed wire kind of thing, or just fence kind of wire, I don't know what they call it. You can actually shoot through it. Even if you like land your shots within this little just let me, yep, your bullet actually passes, and it goes from both ways. Like if you are shooting from this angle or you are shooting from this angle. So if you can actually hold a nice angle here and somewhat undetected, or even this angle. Okay, for this little spot, which is second floor offices, we have these wall. This wall is non-shootable through. A lot of people confuse this wall with this wall. This wall actually is the shootable one, as you're about to see. Just Ubisoft things. So this wall is totally like destructible and shootable through, as you can tell right here. So if you know, like if someone is hiding right here, you can actually get them easily, you know, especially if you have a shotgun. If you're defending and you know someone is planting here, or trying to, I don't know, hold the angle, hold the point, keeping the objective contested, it's very easy to kill them, very easy to shoot them. The thing about this wall right here, which is, I see a lot of players who don't know about it, it is basically the same wall that we saw on the objective downstairs in the like security room. So this is totally shootable through it, as you can tell. Come on. Yep. So not only that, if you have an ash or you want to make a kill hole from that angle there to keep an eye on the objective, but actually you can make a kill hole yourself being a defender and watch these two windows being sneaky and possibly getting kills. So it's a cool spot to know about. So we have in second floor security room a few destructible walls, but not a whole lot of furniture. Basically every piece of furniture in this spot is non-shootable through. But the cool thing is about these walls, and again a lot of you may have known about this, but I just like to mention it for, you know, just for again, these walls are totally shootable through, especially this part right here, extending from this point till this point right here. So if someone is holding this angle, if you want to get sneaky or get kills, etc., you can basically hold this angle easily. And I think this is it for today's video, guys. Yep, this is it. So guys, if you find this video enjoyable, helpful, useful in any way, feel free to write down in the comments if you want me to test a specific map later on, or even if you have any question about this map or any other maps. I'm gonna leave a link in the description for all previous episodes I did for every map in for the maps that I did in Rainbow Six Siege. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye guys.